Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games.
Are you a slave master in search of something new? Are you an enchantress with an ever-insufficient magic budget? Are you a misunderstood genius? Sign up with the Dungeons Company. Assemble your ideal team, train your monsters to defend our treasures from ever stupider heroes. Feel free to give us a call by Crystal Ball at and become a part of the Legend of Keepers.
Alright, so we're back with Legend of Keepers because they got a brand new DLC with the new goddess who is absolutely fantastic. So let's just go straight into the knife here. Alright, so we're going to continue a save of mine and we're going to be playing with the new DLC character, which is the goddess. Now, we're going to be playing the second level mission because I already did the first one. Now, in this game, you can kill heroes by either focusing on dealing damage to them, like killing them down for their health or morale. If you play this first mission, this is really good for morale. We're going to be playing the second one, which is not as good for morale, but we're going to try to morph it into sort of like a morale build, because I really enjoy that. And so for talents, we're going to pick getting gold every time a hero flees. If you get their morale to zero, they run away. And so you get rid of them and you're going to get some extra money. And they're going to lose 1% of their max morale when they enter the master room. So let's go. Now I'm gonna name my characters after one of my patrons. So we're gonna start over here with our Dark Magus, who's gonna be Zemkat. I'm gonna name all of the people of the same type after the same patron, just so it's a bit easier for us. Then here we've got Vitali, which is going to be Michal, who is very good at dealing like 1 strong damage minus 40, or we can apply Demoralize, which means they lose 15 morale on their next turn, and then 10, and then 5. So it's essentially going to be 30 morale, but over a few turns. Here we're going to have Robert, who is our Mami Scarab. And instead of Caprice, we're going to take... actually, Caprice is not very good for morale damage, so I think we'll just keep them the way they are. We're not going to rename them. And once we get a hero, a character or monster that we actually want, then we're going to rename them out from our patrons. If you'd also like to have your name in the game, you can check out my Patreon. There's a link in the description. I'm going to start off by fighting the adventures, the easier fight, because we don't have the best monsters for the morale attacks. So that's why we're going to go this way. I'm going to pick a protective tablet. This lowers the enemy morale and applies Shell, which lowers the damage taken from my next set of heroes. Here we want to put first someone who has the most HP, because the enemies are attacking mostly the person in the front. So Robert's going to be up here. Put Zemkat in the middle and Michal in the back. Here I'm going to put a Pandora's Box, which does minus 10 morale and stacks all of penalties applies to the heroes by 2. So we definitely want to make them demoralized and tired so that they will sort of get more demoralized or more terrified, etc. So we want to really focus on giving them a lot of penalties over here so that it can get increased with the Pandora's Box. So who goes first? They go first. Ooh, and they switch the ordering, which is not great, because Michal's gonna get killed fast. So I'm gonna give them Impairment, which lowers their morale and also gives them Tiredness, which means that the damage they deal to me is gonna be lowered by 20%, but it's increased by 30% because they're enraged. I'm gonna do the Spectral Wave, because actually, no, we're gonna straight up scare them. I know I said I wanted to increase the penalties, but I think it's actually better to scare them because we have a pretty good chance of like completely destroying this guy in the front. Okay, because we got an artifact of a crystal skull, we have a 25% chance that monsters defeated come back to life as skeleton warriors. We don't care about that much because we really want to focus on morale damage, and skeleton warriors can do morale damage. But there's a benefit of the fact that the skeleton warriors stay alive, so we can keep fighting in this area for a little bit longer. So because the enemies will be hitting the skeleton warriors, our other characters will survive longer, and then we can do more morale damage to them this way. So in that sense, it's actually good to have a skeleton warriors, but otherwise we don't really care about it that much. It's an artifact that we can afford to lose, is what I'm saying. So we should make them terrified? Yeah. So the morale taken from attacks and traps is increased by 50%. I think I'll do a lightning strike this time and just lower the morale of everybody a little bit because this guy is almost ready to run away. And a really good thing about if you kill a hero or if they run away is that they it lowers the morale of other heroes. Also, anytime their morale is increased below one of these sort of marks, the damage they take from normal attacks is increased. I'm gonna do Solar Eclipse, which will make the guy in the back run away, and as you can see, it lowers the morale of the other two significantly. So we should be able to get rid of them pretty soon. Now, we do not have the best morale attacks over here, which is not great. But at least Zemkat is sort of lowering their morale. Ooh, nice. That was great. That attack was... Alright. We can get a Mummy Servant. This is really good because it's a strong morale attack with tiredness, or we lower the area morale. This is not great for us. It's not great for us. So we'll take the Mummy Servant. And we definitely want to put it in our group of creatures in the back. Yeah. And we're going to name this guy Timo. Alright. I would love to... Let's do an event. Potion of Evolution. An employee found a strange, unlabeled flask while cleaning and is about to drink it without even checking if it's poisonous. Recognized as an evolution elixir. Will you let them drink it or will you take it for yourself? No, I will let them drink it, definitely. I want Zemka to get to a higher level. I think I'll do another event. Ooh. Do you have a moment to spare to talk about our Lord and Tormentor Goltor the Destroyer? Absolutely. I definitely need... Actually, no, we're going to kill this guy. I need blood because if you level up your creatures to up to level 2, I think, you're going to need to use blood in order to increase their level. And Archangels is winning you or double to claim an artifact, blaming you for looting it, even dares to demand you donate it to the museum. You can crash, slice, or quarter him. You're gonna quarter him? It's gonna be extra cruel. Ooh, Black Market. Sell monsters. Nah, we don't need to sell monsters. So this would increase the morale of everybody? Oh, I can't bargain, so I can only refuse or increase the morale. A wandering troubadour offers to sing for your employees in exchange for a modest sum. With the right employee, you could convince her to sing for free. I don't have the right employees, so we're just gonna say yes. Let's do... adventures. I need more monsters than artifacts right now. Alright, so we're gonna start off by placing Robert in the front, Zemkat in the middle, Michael in the back. Stick to Protective Tablet first, and then the Pandora's Box. Okay, so we want to start with... I think we'll start with Caprice in the front, Timo in the middle, and Zemkat in the back. So the Pandora's Box is kind of useless here because we have no more monsters behind the Pandora's Box. But I mean, it does increase the penalties on our enemies, but it's just not great in general. We'll start with Impairment. As always, we want to make sure they hit us for less. Ooh, Robert's gonna die quickly, which means we won't have much time in this combat, which is obviously not very good for us. Oh, singing rats. That did very little damage though, so that was good. What did you do? Enhanced armor. Well, that's actually, we don't care about that much. Simply because, like, we're focusing on morale, so who cares about your armor? New one. Okay, but the first person is already at half morale. That's very good. You can keep scaring them and get them to run. If we could get one of their heroes to run away in the first combat, that'd be huge for us. Yeah, but I don't think we'll have a turn. Ooh, but we got a Skeleton Warrior, so that's the thing I was talking about. It's just giving us a little bit of extra time to fight. Yes. I can scare them. Not enough to run away though. But almost. They should get the morale penalty from the next trap though, so hopefully there they will run away. Yeah. How much morale do you have? Yes. Good, good, good. I was kind of hoping it would lower the morale of the other two heroes a bit more. But they don't seem to be too bothered by the fact that their friend... Ooh, this guy's immune. Or this girl, I should say. Who are you? Lynn Fortin. It's alright. We're gonna destroy her anyway. Impairment as always. Warping grip. Okay, let's do that. Make him run away very soon. Yeah, this Mommy's servant, Timo, is amazing for morale attacks. This is our best creature so far. And I'm gonna do Glacier Kopesh. Ricochets to the hero behind it won't, but at least it's some morale attack, so I like that. Lightning Strike. Impairment. Stick to what we know works. Oh yeah, 6 morale. This is gonna take away only 5 of his morale. But we can do an area attack, so at least we'll hit Len 14 first. Okay, yeah, we're gonna be able to destroy our son. No stress. Impairment generally like this more damage to everybody. Like morale wise, so we always want to pick that essentially. We don't care about the other ability really. Oh, I said that and I just click on the other ability when I shouldn't have, but it's cool. Alright. Now the heroes that die, the monsters that die, they lose sort of like their, I guess, excitement to fight, and if they get to 0, they I think they'll be unavailable for a long time. I don't think they'll just straight up disappear. So we want to sort of focus on that a little bit. Ooh, we could get Bastard's Disciple. Just 48 morale attack to everybody in the front. And attacks deal 5% additional damage and morale per stack of wraps. Or we could take a Mami Magus. Minus 32 morale to the person in the front. And increase by 2% based on the penalty applied to target. And turns all penalties... Oh, this is great because this guy can heal. All penalties applied to monsters turn into wraps, and he regenerates 10% of their max life. So we're going to definitely take this guy. And we're going to put him to the group in the front. So this is going to be our healer. Andre the healer. But the thing is, we actually have a really good combo in the front. I think we're gonna stick to Robert, the healer, and Michael in the front. And we'll put both Zemkats. The thing is, both Zemkats and Timo are gonna die way too fast. So maybe we'll put the healer in the back. And we'll be using... No, you're not the healer. Yeah, they all have low HP, that's the problem. Like Timo... Healer. I think we might be using Kefir's Timo and the healer and not the second Zemkat with the other room. Simply because the other Zemkat, she will die way too if I don't have anybody strong, they will die way too fast. We wanna okay, so if we train Timo, we're gonna get passive ability, which applies wraps to all monsters of the group when the Mami servant is defeated. Let's grab that. And Michael will apply Demoralize to all heroes when the ghost is defeated. That's also good. Ooh, I could train the Zemkat again, so she does more morale damage to everybody. Let's grab that. I can't train her again because I don't have the money. So we're just gonna stick to this. Alchemist, now let's do an event here. A wizard with a strange head has fallen from the sky and landed in the entrance hall, carrying a magical artifact. Ice damage from monsters' attacks are dealt to target's fire resistant if it is lower. No, we don't care. We're just gonna sell this. We don't care about any of that. Ooh, another artifact. The R&D manager has developed a new trap, seems to be very proud of it. He wants to secretly sell it to you for a few gold coins. What does this do? It doesn't tell me. I'll buy it so we see what it does. Furnace. Oh, it only does fire damage. So I guess it's to be expected. I was kind of hoping they might take some morale hits from being burned alive, but apparently not. A Banshee has offered her crying services for a very reasonable price. You can get a smaller quantity of tears for free if you show her one of your employees to get her all emotional. I don't have a good employee, so we'll just pay the money to get the tears. Right. Let's go fight a champion. Might be a bit much, but we're gonna give it a shot. Alright, so in the front room, we want to have Robert. Then the highest level Zemkat in the back, and then Michal. Zemkat goes first. That's actually really good for us. Here I'll put the... Actually, I'll put the Pandora's box, I think. Then the tablet. And here we'll go with Caprice, just so we can stay alive long enough. And then Timo, and then the healer. Ooh, God is laughing. So let's see. Ooh, this guy looks pretty crazy, this champion. Nadriel the champion looks really rough. We'll start with Impairment as always. It's funny that we're almost... No, we're actually doing the most morale damage to Xavier, but it almost looked like we're doing the most morale damage to the hero. Ooh, we can scare for 50 now because we have a higher level Ghost Michal. That's really cool. And remember, we give them a lot of penalties if any of our characters actually die. Ooh, he's stunned? Oh, that's bad. Getting stunned is really bad. We'll do Quicksand with Robert. The bonus is that it gives them Terrified, so they'll take higher penalties from morale damage. And by they, I only mean Nadriel, because everybody else seems to be immune to the effect, so that's not great. No! Michal keeps getting stunned. We get a Skeleton Warrior, which is super useless, but okay. Ooh. More Quicksand. But they get a lot of... They get Elemental Weakness, they're demoralized, they're tired, and they got Enhanced Armor, which is not great. I should have given her Bleeding, but that's okay. But we're doing very well on doing damage on the champion. If he's already half terrified, he's already thinking, maybe this wasn't such a good idea to go here. Maybe I should just go back home. Just relax. Everybody already loves me. I'm already a champion. Like, I don't need to prove myself anymore. I can just walk out of here. Maybe I should just walk out of here. But he's not quite there yet. Only Skulls and Warriors left, so... Yeah, not anymore. Okay. Yeah, once we get rid of the champion, I think it's gonna be a lot easier. Increase the Terrified and the tired, but not the demoralized, unfortunately. Ooh. But he's here. He's really thinking about going. Like, maybe I should just let my companions do it, take the credit after, like... Yeah, we'll make him run away. Yes, the champion ran away! And now the other is like, what? What do you mean you ran away? How would you do that? And now Zombie is the only one left. And this is how you absolutely destroy a champion. Like, we weren't even stressed about this. Ooh. You get a lure. -5 morale applies multi-action to the next regular craft. So the next trap, for example, the Pandora box, could be activated twice. Winged boots. Monster placed at the front gain +40 speed. Monsters placed at the front gain +40. Or, ooh, Tokrasia. Demoralized to... Ooh. Attacks apply tiredness 1 per 25% morale missing from the target. So we definitely want to have Juboko in the second set of monsters, because we would give them a lot of tiredness. But actually I'm thinking about taking the winged boots instead, simply because any monster that goes we place in the front will go first, which means that we'll be able to do a lot of the morale damage in the beginning, because otherwise, and also apply tiredness, which means when they hit us, they'll hit us for less. Because when we didn't have that, the first hits or multiple hits, they would hit us still for 100%. But actually, I think that this is a good time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, write down in the comments, and you can click on the right to watch some other games that I play on this channel. I'll see you there. Bye bye.